Welcome back into the film room. I'm your host, Eric Turner. Today, we're going to take a look at some areas of opportunity for Josh Allen, areas to improve next season. And you have to start with the turnovers. He turned the ball over a bunch this year, but in this video, we're going to focus on the fumbles. He fumbled it 16 times last year. That was number one in the league, but he only lost 6 of those, which was the second most in the league behind Trevor Lawrence. But his struggles to hold on to the ball from a fumble perspective have really been there his whole career. He had 16 this year, 9 last year, 11 in 2020, 16, as I said, in 2019, and then 8 his first season in 2018. So holding on to the ball is something that he struggles with. Now, a lot of the times, that's just like a fumble as he's going down to the ground after he scrambled or rushed the ball. But you're going to see in some of these cut ups that it was him in the pocket trying to make a play, starting that delivery, and you saw the ball come out because of a pass rusher disrupting him at the top of the throw. But without further ado, let's jump into some of the film to add context to these fumbles. All right, let's get some of the easy ones out of the way. Of the 16 fumbles last year, 5 of those were bobbled snaps, and we're going to break down some of those and show you the context. But this is one with a backup center in. Van Roten is a center in this game against the Dolphins, and you could see the exchange is dropped there by Josh Allen. That counts against him, but of course he recovers it. Now, the Bills had 5 of those this year, 5 bobbled snaps. 3 of those 5 were with backup centers in the game, like this one you see here. 3rd and 5 situation here against the Ravens. 3-by-1 set, you see Diggs motioning around. Bills are attempting a pass on this play, and you can see Josh just bobble that snap. You can see it better from the end zone angle. So he just takes it and tries getting the first down. Here it is from the end zone angle. I think what happens here, first of all, the pressure look right here from Patrick Queen causes Morse to snap it quickly. And it's not even really off target, but it's also a rocket. He's snapping that quite quickly and hard. And it's a little low. So Josh has to actually worry about catching it. And you see him just bobble it, pick it up, and then try to pick up the first down. So that's 2 bobbled snaps. Onto the Chicago game. This one, the Bills are backed up. Josh calls the alert, resets the formation. This looks like it's going to be a run to the left side of the screen, and Bates is in there at center. He's trying to get a piece of the defensive tackle. You see him snap and explode out of his stance, and the ball is bobbled. So 5 of these snaps that were bobbled last year, that's easily correctable, right? You just have to work on the center quarterback exchange, whether the starter's in there at center, Mitch Morse, or one of the backups. So here's one from the Dolphins game. This was actually a called run here. It's counter bash by the Bills, and Josh fumbles it, and it's recovered by Spencer Brown. So here comes the counter bash run. You have the wide zone run here to Cook. You have the 2 pullers going back the other way. Josh keeps it, gets up inside. You see some really nice movement up inside. And then at the end, gets his legs taken out, and the ball pops out right there, but Spencer recovers it. This is one that I think Josh was kind of improvising. Right here, he pitches it to McKenzie, and McKenzie's not expecting that. And this one, you just want Josh to eat that. He's probably going to take a hit, but if so, just get down. Just get down. Don't try to improvise. You're outnumbered here. You don't have a shot. You can't pitch it out to McKenzie when he's not expecting it. He bobbles it, and the Chiefs recover. And then obviously this was one that we all remember, unfortunately. 1st and 10 situation on the 1-yard line. Simple center quarterback exchange. Not so simple here. This cost the Bills the game. They bobble the snap. The Vikings recover. Touchdown for the away team. On to the final bobble snap of this breakdown. The 3rd one with a backup center in the game. This was a pass play. Josh just bobbles the snap there from Ryan Bates, and he's able to pick it up and run it in for 6 points. And most people don't realize that when you're in shotgun as a quarterback, you're actually playing wide receiver first, right? You have to focus on catching that ball before you become a quarterback and get your eyes up, start your reads and progressions. For some reason this year, Josh had issues, whether he was under center or in the shotgun formation, doing that. Luckily, he's able to pick it up and turn that into 6 points, unlike the last play against the Vikings. So 3rd and 5 situation here, 2-by-2 set by the Bills. And Josh Allen fumbles this ball out of bounds as he tries converting with his legs. But really, he could have converted this with his arm. The Bills are running 2 deep crossing routes right here by Knox. There's another one. You have a crosser from Shakir. But Diggs is right here, and he's running an out route. He's wide open. Josh should be throwing the ball right here. If he leads him out to the boundary, this is a first down. But I think Josh feels that pressure from Jalen Phillips off the edge. But you see him climb the pocket right there, and that's when he should reset. Reset, keep your eyes on Diggs right at the sticks, and throw the first down. Instead, he's still looking down the field. I don't know if he's expecting some kind of mix-up here on these 2 crossing routes with the Dolphins in cover 3, but either way, he could have stepped up, reset, and made that throw to Diggs for a first down. But here it is from the end zone angle. There he is scanning left to right. Dolphins are dropping out into their coverage. As soon as he gets his eyes to the left side of the screen, to the right side of the pocket, I'm sure he saw a flash of color with Phillips beating Spencer Brown. Really nice handwork there from Phillips, but you see Josh step up. He climbs the pocket. His eyes are out to Diggs. I don't know why he doesn't just throw that. Reset, throw it instead of trying to convert with your legs and fumbling it out of bounds. All right, here's a 1st and 10 situation against the Jets where Josh gets it stripped at the top of his drop. Looks like he's delivering or about to deliver the throw, but I just don't like this play design. So let's look at it. You get a back block from Morse and a pull from Bates, but the Bills are leaving this wide 9 rusher unblocked. So Josh is contained to the pocket here because of this rusher, but also because of Rankins coming around. And the only reason Rankins has a clear arc and ability to flatten to the quarterback is because you're asking Mitch Morse to execute that back block on a play action pass. So I don't like that blocking concept. I like the route concept. As you'll see from this all 22 angle, I like the concept and attempt to get the ball to Cook. So you get an in-breaking route from Knox, and then you're trying to wheel Cook up the sideline for a touchdown. But this defender right here does a great job of widening with him. But I think Josh, if he leads him to the back pylon, I think he has a shot here. Obviously, he didn't have the time to make that throw, but I think this defender on Cook actually kind of bites on Singletary coming out of the backfield. And with Cook running full speed, if Josh had enough time, I think he could have lobbed it into the end zone for possibly a touchdown. But because of the blocking up front and the difficulty of that back block by Mitch Morse, Josh isn't able to get the pass off. Now, he's stripped, but he's able to pick it up and make something out of nothing. But I just don't like that play design. All right, 3rd and 10 situation, 1:31 on the clock in the first half of this game against the Patriots. And this one hurt because the Patriots are only rushing 3. And they're dropping 8 out in the coverage. And Uche is able to beat the left tackle, the backup left tackle, to strip sack Josh Allen. And I think this was heading in the direction of a touchdown. So you get a chip release from Knox. You're getting a little help as a blocker from Singletary, and then he's leaking out as well. This is Diggs, the isolated receiver, and he's actually triple teamed. There are 3 guys there to take him away. You're going to switch release between these 2 receivers, Gabriel Davis, and then a wheel up the sideline by McKenzie. And I think that's where Josh wants to go. So it's a 3-man rush, and Josh feels that pressure, and he sees how the defense is spinning, and he's trying to get out to the right side of the formation so that he can hit McKenzie down the field here for the touchdown, I believe. I think that's what his thinking was, but he's stripped from behind, and the Patriots pick it up. So this is what I mean. You'll see the 3-man rush, backup left tackle in there. He gets smoked, but Josh sees that rotation, and he's just trying to extend the play out to the right so he could throw it deep to McKenzie, in my opinion. Judon does a great job of kind of containing him there. So that helps Uche get to Josh Allen to strip the ball there, and Judon recovers. But I think that's what Josh was thinking when he kind of pulled his eyes down and tried escaping out the right side of the pocket there. But that's just good defense and unfortunate play from Josh Allen and the Bills offense. The Bills are down 26-21 in the top of the 4th quarter against the Dolphins. 1st and 10 situation. Jalen Phillips once again beats Spencer Brown off the right side of the screen there and strip sacks Josh Allen, and that fumble is recovered by the Dolphins. But this is a play that should never have happened. Yes, this is a bad rep by Brown. He gets smoked by Phillips again, but right there, the ball should be out. Josh Allen should have thrown this ball and taken what the defense gave him, but he doesn't, and the ball ends up in the Dolphins' hands. So from the all 22 angle, you have an in-breaking route by Gabriel Davis, and they're going to be running one of their man beater concepts where Cole is going to tuck in behind Gabriel Davis. And if it's man coverage, that's going to create an issue for this defender. He's going to have to work over the top. But really, Cole Beasley sneaks back inside, and he's wide open. You'll see it right there. He's wide open. Ball should be out. This shouldn't even be a fumble here or a strip sack. Josh should have gotten rid of the ball. Instead, the ball ends up in the Dolphins' hands. This is a big play in this game. The Dolphins show pressure, bring pressure. Javon Holland strips Josh Allen, and the Dolphins recover. So Josh, I think, got a little greedy on this one. I think he's looking to hit this inbreaker from Gabriel Davis, but he does have other options. To the top of the screen is Diggs in one-on-one coverage. He runs an out route. You have an out route by the slot receiver, Jamison Crowder, and I think where Josh is trying to go is over the middle on this in-breaking route to Gabriel Davis versus this cover zero look. But he slides to his left to buy a little time to hit this ball down the field, which he did earlier in the game to Stephon Diggs on that first drive. He was able to push the ball down the field, down the middle of the field, but he doesn't have the time on this play. It's not blocked up good, and that's why the Dolphins are able to get the ball. So here it is from the end zone angle. You see him checking the play, but they're not able to pick up Holland off the edge. But you see him kind of drifting this way, thinking that this guy is going to be an issue. But really, that makes the block for Knox that much more difficult. But it also puts Josh into the lane from Holland out here off the edge, and he's able to rip the ball away from Josh Allen, and the Dolphins recover. So this one is definitely on Josh Allen. I think he got a little greedy on this 3rd and 8 play. Probably could have just thrown it to Crowder, gave him a shot, or even just worked the isolated receiver side, the left side with Diggs, but he drifts right into this strip sack, and it cost them on this drive. Moving forward into the second quarter, Bills are trying to push the ball down the field, trying to get it to Knox to the bottom of the screen, but Josh Allen is stripped at the top of his drop, and they're trying to sneak him down the seam right here. Same with Diggs to the other side. Single high look. It's not a bad call here. Deep comeback by the outside wide receiver, Gabriel Davis. But as Josh hits the top of his drop and he's looking to Knox, the defender for the Dolphins did a great job right here of disrupting that release. So the timing of the play is off. He should be already by the second level and sneaking down the seam. You see the safety sneaking over and cheating to Diggs' side. Josh was looking to get rid of the ball right about here, but Knox hasn't cleared that second level yet, so he can't. And unfortunately, Spencer Brown gets beat by Melvin Ingram. Here it is from the end zone angle. Off the left side here, Melvin Ingram gets upfield and then takes an inside line against Spencer Brown, leaves him in the dust, and then strips Josh Allen. But it is recovered by Spencer Brown. Just some bad reps from Brown last year. Up and down season for the right tackle, and we just know that Melvin Ingram is a problem, regardless of what team he's on. But this one is a little bit of everything. It was Dawson Knox not getting off the press or the jam, and also Spencer Brown getting smoked by Ingram again. But fortunately for the Bills, Spencer Brown recovers it. The Bills are down at this point in the game. They are down 20-17. We're in the fourth quarter, 1:17 left in this game. And this is the strip sack that injured Josh's UCL of his throwing arm. And they're just running a mirrored concept, so a Haas concept, stop route out there, seam, seam, another stop route to the bottom. Huff is the left edge defender working against the backup right tackle, David Quessenberry. He wins and creates the fumble, but Ryan Bates recovers. You'll see it off the left-hand side here. Wide 9, beats the hands, beats the man. And right as Josh is about to throw it, boom. That's where he hurts the elbow, the UCL. But Bates is there to recover. So if you guys don't think that the Bills should be looking at right tackles in free agency and the draft, I think this breakdown may change your mind. You can see how that right tackle position, regardless of who was in, was an issue last year. This is just another one of those plays that can convince you the Bills should be looking at right tackles regardless of the investments they've made at that position. We are in the third quarter against the Dolphins. The Bills have 21 personnel. On the field, Josh Allen doesn't see the extra rusher here, and he is strip sacked, and the Dolphins pick it up for 6 points. So I can see where Josh was looking. You get the motion from Gilliam. He's running a diagonal or flat route, and you're getting just a curl route from Diggs. And I think that's where Josh wants to go with the ball. It's why he starts his progressions and reads to that side of the field. But you get a dog technique by Ingram. So Ingram is on the line of scrimmage. But as Gilliam heads to the flats, they have that built in where that edge defender can go out there and take away that flat route. But that also put Ingram in the window on that stop or curl route to Diggs. So Josh sees that. It gets taken away. So now he's moving to the bottom of the screen. And with the extra rusher coming, the hot route is usually this running back right here. So Josh isn't able to totally get across the field to make that throw. He tries breaking that tackle, but is stripped, and the Dolphins capitalize. So here it is from the end zone angle. Again, looking right, coming back left. It's a nice call. You can't even tell they're sending the extra rusher. You get Phillips inside, and then the free rusher off the edge. This is a squeeze from Dawkins. So initially, he kicks out wide, but because Phillips is slanting or spiking inside, he has to kick back inside, take him out. This extra rusher is technically accounted for by Josh Allen, but because of where he started with his reads, he's not able to get it out hot to the running back. Rowe strips him, and the Dolphins capitalize with 6 points. The final play of this breakdown, 3rd and 11 situation. We're in the fourth quarter of this Dolphins game. Dolphins bust out a really nice coverage here, but it's also a really nice pass rush from Bradley Chubb, and he strips Josh Allen, but it's recovered by Spencer Brown. So on the snap, watch the coverage. You see all these guys take outside leverage, and they're working a bracket coverage. So here's Diggs running that deep over. Gabriel Davis is stemming inside, and I think he's trying to follow it on a double post or even maybe more of a dig across the middle of the field. And then you're having a mesh concept from Shakir and Dawson Knox. So you have some deeper routes and then some shorter routes of the sticks, but it's 3rd and 11. So Josh is looking to push it down the field, but watch the coverage. So as Diggs breaks to the middle, you're going to see this defender become the new post safety. You get the cut from that safety. And that is important because Josh wants to hit Davis here on the inbreaker, but he's got a corner in his pocket, and then he's got that new defender sitting in the post. So I don't think that play is going to be completed regardless. The only shot is really to Knox, but by then, Josh is stripped of the ball here by Chubb, and you can see it from the end zone angle. A really nice rush by the edge rusher. Beats the hands of Dawkins, and Josh is not able to really step up. You'd like to see him step up into the pocket as these guys kind of shoot up field and blow by him, but you have Sealer spinning back inside, Wilkins coming back. Now, you get that help from Saffold, but Sealer's still right there. So Josh can't really step up and deliver the ball down the field. And like I said, just based on where he's looking and where his body is positioned, I think he's trying to get it to Davis. I don't think it's there. This is his really only shot, but Chubb is able to get there as he winds up, strips the ball. It's another fumble, but this one isn't lost. So I hope that video added some context, some details to those 16 fumbles from Josh Allen, 6 of which were lost. 5 of those fumbles were bobbled snaps, whether it was when the Bills were in shotgun or when they were under center. 3 of those 5 bobbled snaps were with backup centers, Van Roten or Ryan Bates in the game. So cleaning up that center quarterback exchange is one way where you can easily improve the ball handling and fumbling issues that Josh Allen experienced this season. But there were also some plays and some strip sacks that can really be put on the offensive line, specifically the right tackle position. Spencer Brown had an up and down season. There were times where he got beaten outside and inside in the same game, which led to strip sacks. But there were also games where the right tackle position was manned by the backup, David Quessenberry, and he was beaten for strip sacks. And I know a lot of fans don't want the Bills to invest in a right tackle because of the upside of Spencer Brown and the investment of that 3rd round pick. in that player, and there's still a chance that he could be a good player, especially because he was dealing with injuries this season. But you cannot hitch your wagon and bank on him being okay with that back injury. You have to protect your investment, Josh Allen. And so investing in another right tackle in the draft and even free agency should be explored by Brandon Beane. Investing in the offensive line this offseason should be priority number one. You have to protect your investment. You got to protect your franchise quarterback. And so the Bills should look to add those pieces in the draft and or free agency. And it'll allow Josh Allen to sit comfortably on the spot, in the pocket, and not flip that switch of hero ball mode like we saw a few times in some of these clips and for a majority of the season. Thanks for tuning in to this breakdown. If you aren't a subscriber to the Cover One YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave us a comment. Let us know what else you want me to break down as we move into the offseason. I'm the host of the Film Room and owner of Cover One, Eric Turner. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you in the film room next week.